Oh, getting some firewood as well. And about the stumps though, I'm not really sure at the moment what I'm gonna do. I'll either do options. Gonna cut it flat with the ground and leave it like that, or I'm gonna try to get it out with the tree trunk. Currently, I'm not really sure what route I'm gonna take. Deal with them later. Now I would like to get a couple of branches from this tree as well. I'm not gonna cut this one down, but some of these branches which are kind of high up there are basically against the ground on this end. So Supermom needs to drive through here, and every time she goes through the mess. Now my little scissor attachment tool that I built would be like a perfect option here. I could just kind of reach, cut it off, and mission accomplished. But dude, I think I only have like two branches that I need to remove. Now, as fun as that thing would be, I think it's not worth it. If I had more, then it would make more sense, but it seems like a colossal waste of time trying to put the attachment on and then driving here. Now, I forgot to mention this one thing. Safety. Yeah, it's a lot safer to cut branches with that thing than playing hero up there with a ladder and a chainsaw. Now that combo usually is very bad. I don't recommend that. Now let's just kind of take like a quick example. Now let's say I want to cut that branch off. I go up there with the ladder, and once I start cutting it off, you know, that end will sag down first, but at one point that part will break off, and it's very likely that the trunk part will just kind of go that way where the ladder is and the guy on top of the ladder. Now that can cause some problems, you know, like you know, break some necks, and you maybe need a new nose job, who knows. So that's why I usually try to avoid ladders and chainsaws in the same sentence. Individually they're fine, but not in a combo. Oh, and this is a lot more fun. I would like to got that one as well, but dude, I think it's just gonna drop on me once I got it. I can't grab it from the side because my thing doesn't turn. I have to be under it. Maybe if I close it fast enough, then it will grab it, you know. That's kind of scary. I thought something's gonna slam through the roof or something. And that was about the maximum height I could you know, reach with this thing, no doubt, because both the lifting cylinder and the second cylinder, both of them were maxed out, so I couldn't go any further, any higher, I mean. Guys, I told you this would be fun. Unbelievable how aggressive that chain is. It just bites too deep and stalls the engine. But I'm gonna go grab the log trailer so I can get that out of here. Hold it more, ass clown. I forgot, sorry guys. I changed the fuel line finally, and I guess I forgot to reprime the system. My bad. Oh hey, by the way, I'm pretty sure I forgot that part. Again. Also, I'm pretty sure I did not even explain the goal of this video. I was just eager to get to work. You know how it is. Now, about the new blue though, I have a bit of more good news, guys. This time though, it was my fault. Yeah, I forgot the door open and apparently something got in the way. Look at that. Bent that up nicely. Plus, this thing doesn't, this thing doesn't want to close. Well, it will close, but you know, something's... No, I think that pin is bent somewhat. Pretty straight. Maybe the door frame bent. Basically, I think I need to do a bit of welding here. I can hammer my way out of this situation. You know, the door closes nicely there. It's inside the frame and all. Everything is pretty straight. But this thing is on its wrong spot. I'm gonna make this thing shorter. It's a bit too long. This is the correct position where it needs to be. You know, honestly, this door never closed properly. It was always getting stuck somewhere in the bottom. But right now, the door is nicely inside the box. But look at the hinge. That is way off. So I'm gonna cut this thing off, make it a bit shorter, weld it back. One second, guys. I'm gonna explain the goals of the video in a moment. I'm just gonna put this thing back quickly. Galablanca. But anyway, guys, let's go over the goals of the video now. So basically, now I think the goal number one is almost finished at this point, but you know, Supermom wanted some clearing actions in this area. So you know, Supermom wanted a bit more access to this side, so that she could also lawnmower this side of the trees. That's why I removed those three. They were kind of in the way. Plus, because they were in the shadow of much bigger trees, they were not growing very straight. All of them were kind of crooked. And you know, that branch as well, although the tree was on my neighbor's property, he allowed it to cut it down. I still have a little bit of cleanup left to do here, but you know, let's go talk about the other goals. One of them is actually right over here. No, dude, I'm not gonna cut this thing down. That was never the plan. The plan actually is to put Christmas lights on it all around and all the way up there. Yeah, I know it's kind of early for Christmas. I think it's like June at the moment. But dude, you know, it's much easier to do it right now than if there's bunch of snow, deep snow all around here. For that part though, I need to rent some type of a lift which will lift me all the way up there. I think that's like 23 20 meters at least. Now, well, consider the height of the building. That's about 5.5 meters, maybe even 6. So 5, 6, 12, well, about 18, yeah, about 20 meters up there. So this would be possibly goal number 2. Goal number 3 has something to do with the same lift, and I want to remove this tree. Yeah, I'm kind of planning to do all the work on the same day after I rent the thing. Not sure if I'm able, but I'm gonna try. But that guy would be goal number 3. Remove the tree. Get it? Oh, good, because I didn't get it. The problem is pretty obvious. It's too close to the building. I mean, it's basically under it at this point. And this thing is still young. You guys want to see how big this will get? Yeah, well, let's go see. I'm gonna show you just about now. It's the same tree. Look at that. It's at least 3 times bigger, bro. And that thing will just keep growing. It looks pretty healthy, and one day it will be this size. Now, definitely I'm in no hurry with this thing. I mean, trees usually don't grow that fast, right? It's not gonna be 2 times bigger tomorrow. But you know, it's already touching the building, and pretty sure those roots are also under the foundation at this point. And because I need to rent that lifting anyway, I figured maybe cut this tree down as well. Now, normally I wouldn't cut down such nice trees, but this guy is just on a really bad location. I mean, we got the building on that side. I mean, on that side we got the power line. On that side we also got the power line. So there's really no way to even fell this thing, you know, unless you like aimed it straight there. We got like a nice little bucket in that direction, but it's still quite wide up top, and it's probably gonna smash something. So right now I think the only option we have is just try to cut it down one by one branch at a time, I guess, with that lifting. But you know, those would be the 2 major goals. We have one more, addition to maybe cutting some dangerous branches off. And here and there are these dead branches just kind of hanging up in there. And then, for example, we got a bunch of them on this tree. You know, the tree next to the cabin, a lot of dead branches up there. Maybe this tree is starting to die, I'm not sure. But I would definitely want to remove at least that one, which is straight over the roof of the cabin. Trunk area looks pretty healthy, but I don't know. That looks pretty bad up there. A lot of death overall. You know, same story with this really old birch. A lot of dead branches, basically. Maybe I'm gonna trim some of these down as well, but I think we need to remove this tree. Now, I'm not planning to do it right now in this video. It's already green and stuff. So I'm gonna probably do it during the winter time. Right now though, well, that one I don't want to remove, but looks like if I fell this thing, it's probably gonna pull this thing along the ride. That would kind of suck. I know. We'll deal with this some other time. And guys, if we have a little bit of time left, if I get all my goals finished nicely, then we're gonna go help out my neighbor with that thing over there. And that's a really tall spruce tree, and it's kind of sitting in the middle of 1, 2, 3 buildings and the power line. So you can't really fell it anywhere. There is no room to fell that guy, sadly. So I figured maybe if I get my lifting right next to the tree, maybe I can just kind of take it down in chunks. Go up, removing the branches, and then come down, cutting chunks off the thing. But you know, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that far. We'll see how things go. I'm gonna go grab the bobcat and clear all this mess up. Then at least goal number 1 would be finished. Wiki wiki! Thing is really useful. So easy to pick up stuff. By the way, if you're curious, then why did I not put that to the firewood pile? Well, yeah, sure, there is a lot of wood here, but dude, this type of wood is just horrible to split. I had some serious issues last year when I was trying to make firewood out of the stuff. I mean, it kind of splits, but these fine fibers, they keep holding on for dear life. And eventually just kind of got pissed off so much. I don't want to split that thing anymore. It's just the worst. Plus, I need a lot more mass in my energy wood pile if I have any hopes of selling that stuff. Well, I would say maybe it's starting to get there, but man, I need a lot more. Yeah, definitely. I think I would need at least 2 times what I have here at the moment if I have any hopes of someone trying to buy it. Actually, I've had surprisingly a lot of comments about this. The main question always stays the same. What is energy wood? I don't know, maybe it's not a thing in your area or country or your side of the ocean. Not sure. But here we basically even collect that stuff. Branches, stuff. Well, basically everything that is not worth making into firewood. We pile them alongside some type of a road. And if the pile gets big enough, a special truck rolls in. Usually that truck has a wood chipper mounted on top of it. And yeah, they will just kind of start chipping this stuff away. And they load the chips to a different truck, which will then carry or transport them to an energy plant. Hence the word energy wood, because that's what it is used for. They basically burn it in a special furnace, and then they will either heat the local water grids with it, you know, the energy they will get from it, or they will run a turbine and produce electricity out of it. So hopefully that kind of clears things up. Makes sense. But dude, I need a lot more. This is not even close. And that's about as high as I can reach with the little trailer I have. So I want to finish it all the way to the end, and then I'm gonna start. I already started it. Yeah, I already started the second row. So I'm gonna do a second row next to the first one here. Maybe then I have enough, I don't know. However, guys, I gotta get this thing out of the way. It's some sort of an old power post to carry electricity to somewhere. Who does it belong to? I have no idea. There are no wires connected to it. It's just a post at the moment. And it's just kind of in the way. So I want to get rid of it. Wait a minute. Look at that. There's more of them there. One. Maybe some went that way then. Follow the posts. Let's see where it leads. Another one here. Doesn't have the thingamajig though, like the other one did. And then there's another one here. Oh, there's some wires here even. 3-phase power. Goes to the ground. Maybe it's ending. Maybe there was something here then. Oh, there is something here. Look at that. Yum. Concrete waste. I always like that stuff. I wonder what this is. Guys, I think I know what this is. This is a gas station. Giant metal tanks used to sit there. I'm assuming there were more of them here. Something is here as well, some type of a foundation piece. Didn't we put something like that into the concrete pad in front of the sawmill shed? Huh. Maybe these pieces are... Maybe those pieces which I poured inside the mix came from here. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a gas station here at some point. You know, considering that green building, which was part of the tractor depot, and the abandoned plot over there, which was the headquarters for the tractor depot for some time, and gas station right here for the tractors. Makes sense? Yeah, I think so. And this post is not on my property, but the other two are. Now let's remove both of them, and I have a bit more of that concrete waste, plus I can clear the path to load more energy wood. 2 birds with 1 Yu-Gi-Oh card. Maybe we can just ram it down. tough little bastard. I'm gonna get a rope up there and then maybe I can pull it down. Okay, well, let's pull it down. Rope is up there. Look at that. Maybe tomorrow. You heard? I'm just taking my electric post for a walk with a leash. It's very normal. There at the moment. I have no need for it right now. I'm gonna pick it up when I need it. So useful, man. You can even transport people with this thing. Maybe. The only thing I like about this tractor so far is the hydraulics, because that thing is idling at the moment and this thing is moving 4 times faster than it was with the old Blue. No lie. But everything else, no, it's a great tractor. I would not say anything wrong or bad about it. I mean, the model is well known. It's still manufactured this day, I think. I just got a really bad one. Really broken piece of crap. Maybe I'm unlucky. No guys, that's not it. I'm a moron. That's it. Kurat, no mängid klaverit sellega juba, aga vahepeal paned ikka siukest villast, et ise ka aru ei saa. But anyway, I'm gonna leave the trailer onto the tractor at the moment. Probably gonna need it more during this video. At the moment, I'm not really sure what's the next part, but most likely we're gonna go grab that lift now. Okay guys, so it's actually been a while now. It's actually been a couple of months now. I haven't been able to continue this video. I've been doing other stuff, plus I did not have the white bus with me. This is the only way I can really haul that thing. It's a bit too big for my own car. Plus you need that special license, the special trailer license for hauling that thing. If you're wondering, that the bus itself, it belongs to Santa Claus. It's his work vehicle. So this works out pretty good because I would need to rent like a bus of my own in order to haul that thing. Save a bit of money on that. Now the Dino thing that I'm about to rent, it's actually not that big, but it's still over some certain weight limits, and thus you can't really safely, or according to the European law, you can't really safely tow that thing unless you have like a bit heavier vehicle. This is not the States, guys, so you can't really haul your entire house behind a pickup truck, sadly. There are like weight limits on every corner. Everything is controlled very heavily. Pick this thing up probably around rush hour traffic, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna swing by the gas station first. I'm gonna pick up some fuel for the thing. I think it has like a small gasoline motor on it. really long. It's like driving a bus. Have to keep the turning in mind. Not used to this type of thing. Yeah, the Blaze also had a 26-meter version, but that was really huge. I'm not really sure. Maybe you even need a bigger truck for that. It's like 2 times bigger than this. I'm only concerned about one thing. Now, it won't work if it can't like level itself. The entire platform has to be level in order to function. And if the grade or the ground is just too unlevel and it's unable to level itself, then I can't go anywhere. It's probably not gonna be a problem with the first tree next to the building, but the Christmas tree, I don't know, that's a bit uneven ground there. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get all the work done today, so it's gonna be a very busy day. And that's the thing. It will go up to 20 meters, 21 meters up high, and you can turn it around like an excavator from the center. It has drive on both wheels, a couple of these hydraulic motors connected up to the drive gear. I think you just got to turn that thing that way and then lock it on there like so. And the entire thing is controlled from back here. Well, actually in the cab as well. I mean the basket, not the cab. So you can choose either off, control from here, or control from the office. In addition to the, it has like a gasoline motor on it for remote work, but this one also has power. So you can like plug it in and use it like that. That's actually pretty convenient. But all the hydraulic controls are basically here. Legs, up, down, up, down. This one controls the height, and then there's the tilt for the office. Stop, start, choke, blue and yellow. I'm not really sure what those are. And emergency button as well. Mass switches there. And the legs are controlled individually from those knobs. You just got to level it out, and the level is right over there. It doesn't need to be like dead center. It's somewhere in the center is fine, apparently. I think this tree is about maybe 18 meters. I don't need to go all the way up here. Tricky part would be probably getting the bigger branches down so they wouldn't crash through the roof. Probably have to rope them down somehow. The Christmas tree there is probably over 20, but I don't need to go all the way to the top. But the issue here is the grade. I'm not really sure about that. That seems a bit... Maybe I won't be able to level it out, you know. It's a lot less grady here. Maybe this will work. But that end would be a bit higher. Not sure at the moment. Let's deal with the first tree first. Mul on sealt üldse, aga lukku ta peal ei ole vist. Look at that, guys. We're officially higher than the Kirves. Wow. Oh man, this is so scary. I'm kind of afraid that maybe it will tip over, but it shouldn't. I don't know. This is so high. know, man. I'm really scared of heights. I don't know. This feels really sketchy. Strong roof, I hope. Miks? Kuidas ta sinna kukub?
Ma ei tea, paugud käivad.
Paugud peavadki käib. Yeah, Santa Claus is gonna go up instead. It's a bit tricky, honestly. Already got some roof damage over there. You know, unfortunate landing, I guess. Tip first, right into the roof panel. But that's fine. I have a couple of spare panels that I can swap. I can swap them out later. Yeah, from down here it doesn't really look that scary, but up there when you're swaying, especially in the wind, kind of weird. I know. It's not my thing, I guess. It's not my thing. I'm gonna go get the hoe quickly. Might need that as well. Okay, I got the bobcat instead. The Yanmar crapped out on me right now. But this should also work. So the plan is gonna put the rope somewhere up higher, and he's gonna cut it off, and I'm gonna catch the thing with the bobcat, driving forwards, letting the tree down slowly. At least the cut part. That's the current plan at the moment, anyway. At least something went successfully, right? Yeah. I think the hardest part is over. You just got to continue the same method. So yeah, let's get the next one. Honestly guys, you are kinda getting used to it. It's not that scary anymore. I don't know. I'm starting to like this stuff. And this is a really whoa, the swaying is so weird. I take my words back. This is weird. Not my thing. But in the name of the Giravets, we'll do this crap. Okay, now I need to cut from down there somewhere and put the tension on with the Bobcat. Same plan actually. Just gonna, through that gap, I'm gonna try to lower this one slowly down. Last time it didn't go so well because the thing got stuck. Hopefully this will go a bit better. More rope. Laasen pingulle või?
Ma ei tea ju. Ei ole vaja või?
Oota.
Hästi natuke üles, sa saad nööriga teda alla lasta.
Maybe like a partial success. Success that one. Actually my fault. I kind of freezed, you know. When I was going back with the Bobcat, I was supposed to keep going back to make sure that that thing has no room to fall down. But I just kind of freezed, and then the top part slammed into one of the top tiles up there. I think it broke one of them. But it's okay, I have like 10 bears that's been sitting in the barn for like 10 years or something like that, so I can swap that out, no problem. As we just need to get the limb part down. Kui ma tõmban, siis ma arvan, murdub see osa ära, kus ta praegast nagu üle käib. Ei! It looks it's snowing. Oh, by the way, Super Sister is probably gonna kill me. Oh, look at that mess. Wow. Right now she hasn't noticed yet. It's kind of mowing the lawn there. I don't know how this happened. Wow. What a mess. Yeah, I think it's going pretty good so far. 2 main damaged panels and 1 on the top. I'm gonna try to take that limb down with the same method. I'm gonna try to be more aware this time and keep going backwards. But then it's definitely getting there now. I think the hardest part is over. Honestly, this tree was just on the worst spot ever. It's a nice looking tree, but positioning was horrible. Now basically only 2 more pulls and then the tree is gone. I think it actually went bloody well, all things considered. And that was a planned fall, by the way. I just needed to yank the rope loose. It was stuck on something up there. We're gonna pull this limb down and then we can pull the rest of the tree down. And putting fuel to this thing is really annoying. The fuel tank is kind of hidden there. Look, it's snowing. But oh look, it actually broke in half. Look at that. I think it's right in the center. I had no idea. Oota. No ta ei ole otseselt mäda, aga ta on vaata, kui see 2 haru laiali läks. Too koht oli jumal lahti.
Siuke ehku peale püsinud vaata ikkagi. See koht, et ei võtta maja peale suhtes mitte jagavad.
No siin ei ole mäda. Just selle koha peal, kus ta läks 2. Ega need kohad tihti peale lähevad ära. Vesi pääseb vahele ja 1, 2, 3.
Need ääred mõned läksid ja siis seal üleval see 1 plaat, aga sinna saab vist ühe peale panna kohe otsale.
Ei, saab välja vahetada, mul on olemas. 3 plaati siis vaja välja vahetada.
Üks oks on täitsa katuses sees.
Jah, ta tahtis minna tuppa, jah. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this mess right now. I'm gonna prioritize the lifting operations. Next up is the Christmas tree lights. I got my Christmas lights right here. And these are already ordered quite a bit of time ago. There's 11 sets of them. And one set is apparently 14 meters. So I have well over 100 meters of oh, and they're connectable, so you can hook them up nicely. So I have over 100 meters total. These are outside Christmas lights. They can stay outside basically until they don't work anymore. I think I'm gonna start from the top and work my way down. Okay, something like that. 11 sets of these. Hopefully it will be enough. But first, food. I've been going like 12 hours straight at the moment. Nothing but water. You can roll, but you can't run. those wooden blocks will nicely hold. I'm not sure. The ground is very soft there. That may be a problem. Got like two little clowns over there, just kind of chilling. Look at those little birds. I do all the work, drinking beer and probably talking smack about me. Kuule, see puu nii kõrge peab olema. 50 aastat tagasi ei osanud panna neid tulesid ära, oleks puuga kaasa kasvanud. This is so scary, actually. I'm not really good for this. Võid mine perse, ma ei julge. Chains of fans. I kind of wished out Santa offered to go up there instead. Guy must be really brave. The plan is that he's gonna secure it from the top, and we're gonna try to walk around the Christmas tree from the bottom, because the lights, they're so long. We can just kind of take a very long walk around the tree. The only problem is probably gonna be the building, but maybe we can get around it some way. We made it somewhere here, but we ran out of wire, sadly. Over 100 meters on the tree at the moment. I think we just did too many turns up top. We're gonna go try to buy more lights tomorrow, but if there's nothing in stock, then because we can still finish this without the lift. Maybe about 5 meters at the moment, about where the rooftop is. Yeah, somewhere over there. It's not that bad, but now if we can get more lights tomorrow, then we can still use the lift. But you know, we have still a bit more time left today, so I'm gonna go continue with the next objective. Basically, I think I have like 3 goals left for myself. One is this tree. No, I'm not gonna cut it down. It's just a couple of the dead branches. No, one is right there. These guys are really annoying, you know. They can just randomly drop on your face, especially if the kids running around and all. Would be great to cut those down. From here I can see 1, 2, 3, and some smaller ones as well. But another goal would be, like I told you guys, that branch which is over the cabin. I would really like to get that one down. That guy is just kind of dropping on the cabin constantly. I mean, look at the row. I got to fix that as well. Stupid ass tree. I'm gonna do this next, but the third goal would be over the stream. There's another tree there. This should work out pretty good actually. It depends how high I wanna go. But guys, before we do this, I'm gonna go look at the VRC Rallycross. It's driving near me, actually quite close. So I figured I'm gonna go take a look. I'm gonna stroll behind Tinkmobile. They're going to the event as well. Man, today has been extremely busy. Cut a tree down and then put a bunch of lights on and off to the rally event. Wow, this is the most amount of stuff I've done in a single day by far. Okay, it's not very far, maybe like 5 miles. I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of people there. Yes, manual gearbox. Oh man. I think this small town has never seen so many people ever. Look at that. This looks pretty bad. I don't think there's any room to park the car even. You hear that, guys? Bunch of angry engine noises and some smoke. Wish I was there at the moment. Go and find a parking spot. This is the war zone.
ta praegu seal reetri sildi juures vaata. Käib seal vanamat tiiru ära, siis on siin. Ott naerab, see on midagi uut.
Ei olegi kõik perses meil öeldud.
You know, that thing will basically continue for about an hour. Then it's the end of the day. Tomorrow they're gonna have a bit longer, have much longer laps through dirty roads and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go tomorrow though. Probably can't really see much. They're just gonna fly past you. So I'm just gonna go get back to work. This must be extremely exciting, right? No, not really. But what are you gonna do? You guys have to endure. Well, it broke the broken ones, plus 2 additional holes. I think this is gonna be like a roof repair video rather than removing dead branches. Now that one though is a bit high for me. I don't know. I'm already quite high up here. Plus it's over me as well. Now that one definitely I can't reach. This is a bit sketchy as well. Plus I already have like additional roof holes. Luckily changing those tiles is really easy. It takes like 5 seconds. And I think I have like 100 tiles. So that's not gonna be a big problem. I think I'm done with this tree. I'm gonna ask Santa, maybe he's willing to go take that one down. I'm too much of a pussy. Santa said he's gonna go do it. That he's gonna remove the thing without any collateral damage. The entire thing.
Siit ära vaata, ta võtab selle nurga maha.
Yeah.
Ta sinna ei lähe, aga selle võtab maha.
No see nurk on päris palju tööd.
Ja, see siitast tööd.
Holy hell. The guy must have balls of steel. Ei ole mitään.
No sild on parem kui katus.
Peaks ametit vahetama, jah? Katuste lõhkuja. Hole in my wall. Üks on veel, aga ta vist on... Ta ei ole katuse poolena. Kuskil on mingi katkestus. Näed, see koht, kus on jätkukoht. Võib-olla ühendus halb või? Tule jätku koha pealt, ei lähe edasi. Et siis juhe ei ole katki, aga lihtsalt on äkki see ühendus ei ole sisse lükatud korralikult. Aga see ei ole õnneks kõrgel, et saab üle kontrollida selle koha. Yeah, we're gonna go grab more lights, plus we need to figure out why it's... Well, half the lights are not working at the moment. Hopefully it's not a big deal, and maybe it's just like a bad connection between the two pieces of light. Okay guys, so it's the next day now, and yeah, was not able to finish everything in a single day, obviously. So we're gonna try really hard to finish it this day. Still have a lot of work to do, but before I move it out of this location, I'm gonna try to get that last dry or dead branch off this tree as well. The sucky thing is that it's right over the lift itself. About the Christmas tree though, Santa Claus is gonna go run to the city quickly, buy a bit more of those lights, thinking like 4 boxes should do in order to finish the tree. But we also need to figure out why half the lights are not working. Hopefully it's just like a little glitch with the connection. And later I'm gonna go check out the neighbor's tree as well, see what's the deal with that, but definitely want to finish today and also back up the machine hard away. I don't want to extend it out to a dirt day. Really nice view from up here. Oh man, don't look down the hill. I should be able to get it from here now with my little extension bow. This thing has actually been very useful. Hardest part is over now, right? Oh. Very good. Yeah, look at that guy. Super mom is peeking behind the corner. I think she's a bit worried. Hey! Guy just literally hide. I mean chick. Look at that. Look at that. Can you guys see? Right there. She's hiding behind the corner. What a chick. That's so cute. That is so adorable. Well, when you gotta go, I guess. Why does the last one always have to go bad? This was such a perfect run. The thing bounced against that limb and then right at the frame. But it looks like it just hit the steel part, so maybe it's fine. I'm gonna go to that tree now, the biggest one on the property, I think. There's nothing much there, just a couple of dangerous branches that we want to remove right now. In the future we may actually need to take that tree down. It has some problems. Yeah, that one right there. It's actually a pretty huge tree. But it's kind of situated very close to the building, you see. Now if it were to break, it will just kind of fly through the building, no doubt. Now it's probably been there longer than the building has. So well over 100 years, maybe even 200, that one. But the problem it has, and I'm gonna show you later when I'm down there, but the problem it has, there's like a lot of bark missing on the bottom on one side. The other side looks great, but yeah, on one side it's pretty bad. I think it has root rot or something like that. And actually this thing would be amazing to have like on the homestead all the time. I think it would be such a duo, honestly. But you know, brand new, this thing costs like 70 grand. I kid you not, like 70 grand this thing, brand new. So that is out of the question, definitely. Maybe like a used model, but still like 30 grand, I'm guessing. These things are extremely expensive. Not really worth buying, it's just for homestead use, right? Right. This thing though. Now I consider it like a jewel. It's a really nice looking tree. And it's also very huge. Now this side looks pretty okay, but under this mesh you can see bark is gone. There's a section of bark missing. We got rot over there. That's hollow inside. I'm not really sure how deep this thing goes. Maybe some expert could be able to clarify the state of this tree. It looks like one branch is kind of leaning that way and another one is leaning that way, so both of them are not towards the building, but sneaky winds, guys. That dude can swing a tree in any direction. Doesn't matter where it's leaning. And everything else on this row looks pretty okay. Apart from that, no health-wise, it looks okay, but it just kind of looks ugly. I don't know. Supermom's new oak tree also is growing. But about that one there, now everyone on the family are telling me that this needs to come down because it's leaning like that. It has a slight lean to it. I think that's because it's been growing crooked its entire lifetime. Visually, there's no damage on the stump area, everything looks good. But one side of the tree has broken off at some point. I think it was due to lightning strike. And yeah, basically I just want to go up there, assess the situation. Maybe if the rot goes too deep, then we'll take this one down during the winter time. Probably have to persuade it towards this area somehow. Also have to get the zip line out of the way. Oh, whatever. I'm planning to actually relocate that anyway. But yeah, let's go cut a couple of branches from that one. Okay guys, this doesn't work. This is just too soft. I can't do anything here. This guy will just kind of sink in. I'm gonna try to get it out before it gets a lot worse. I mean, look at that. I can't operate this thing on very soft ground. I'm not gonna go up there, whatever. I need the tractor here. I'm gonna go with the old tractor. At least I can see the hookup point with this thing. Plus it doesn't weigh that much. Who knows, maybe by the end of the day we're pulling that thing out with Joseph. Sure as hell hope not. me. Now I should probably hide all the knives from the kitchen, and also lock my door when I go to bed. This is not good. I really wanted to get up there to assess what's the deal with the left branch, but this area is just too super soft. And maybe here is fine, a bit better. Got some gravel on this area. I'm not gonna come and play around here. Not worth it. Gonna cause more problems than what the knowledge is worth. But you know, right now let's go deal with the Christmas tree again. Try to sort that out. I don't see anything broken. Maybe somewhere beyond this there's a short somewhere, or this connector is bad. I'm not really sure. This works fine. Maybe this part is faulty. I mean, is it possible that if one bulb is not working, then the rest also don't work? Ega siin ei ole seda võimalust, et äkki on üks pirn läbi ja ei lähe vool edasi, kas see ei ole võimalik või? Sellepärast ma panin selle uue otsa ja too põleb. Jah. Ma ka ei usu.
See pirni saab ära ka keerata või?
Tal ei ole pirn, tal on mingi LED kuradi.
Aga pane see uus, mis sul praegu seal on, pane järgi vaata, keera üks pirn välja, vaata, kas siis põleb või põleb.
Aga pirn ei saagi välja keerata?
Ei saa või?
Jah, see on siia liimitud. Ma ei näe, kus see teine ots on kuskil teisel pool seda seinane. Ja, kus see teine pool? We're gonna put a new set in the mix. Try to connect it up. Maybe there's like a faulty link in the middle somewhere. I can see those light up nicely. There's a problem between this link and the one which we disconnected from there. But this works. I can see that row, but I can't really see any further. Maybe something's... No, it's still bright. I can't really tell if they're glowing or not. Very hard to tell. Okay guys, so here's the situation. It's a bit sad actually. Basically two problems. Number one, man, those lights are just garbage. These things. It's absolute junk. It's like every 7th or so light just doesn't work. So one works, then the next one doesn't work, then like 5 or 6 work, then again doesn't work. The lights are just absolute garbage. Plus, and you know, discovered that 3 actually don't work whatsoever. I mean, even if you plug them in. So, nothing, absolutely. Oh, it's not connected. One moment. Connected now. Still doesn't work. And these 2 are the same deal. Just none of them work. Now I spent like 3 hours up there. And I was just kind of rolling around trying to get the not working ones down in order to test them a bit. But all in all, yeah, not a very good situation right now. Yeah, there was the second issue as well, remember? Something that I didn't really think about. Now this was my fault. Apparently you can only hook up 4 of them in a row. Yeah, here. Connectable, maximum 4 times 20 lamps. So 80 lamps total, no more. But yeah, we've hooked up 11 in a row. That's why only the bottom ones lit up, and beyond that it just didn't work. Now what we did was the 4 new boxes that Santa Claus brought, I hooked up the random connections which I could find upper on the tree, and then vertically installed them downwards to install them to connect them to the sockets. And it probably looks like junk now, I'm not really sure. Kind of depends, you have to see it during the night time. But now I would say like 90, actually that's too much, maybe like 80% of the lights are working now, except the final 5 meters. Yeah, so yeah, the tip of the tree is gonna be unlit. Really disappointing. We don't have any more time to go pick up more lights, plus I want to take this thing back to the rental shop today, so we're just gonna leave it at that. A mild disappointment. Se tuleb lahti teha vist. Okay guys, back now. It went pretty good. I didn't bother to bring the camera with me. I thought it's gonna be mundane and boring, but actually I should have. You know, I got pulled over by the cops 2 times. You know, because of the rally event, there's a lot of police force out in the area, and you know, they're just kind of checking for drunk drivers and stuff. But the first one, the first pullover was kind of interesting. So it kind of went like this. This cop car was behind me for like 5 minutes. It was just kind of cruising there, and at one moment this red sedan kind of appeared in front of me. And first of all, he was doing 70 in 90 speed limit road, so he was very slow. Secondly, he was swaying a lot. You know, he was kind of on the bank of the road, then went to the center, back to the bank, so basically like left and right. And to me it felt like the guy was just completely drunk. But of course the cops did not notice anything weird about that. And well, all of a sudden the guy in front of me slammed on his brakes, pulled to the side of the road, put on the emergency lights. Now I also had to slow down considerably, but because I left like a very nice gap between the 2 vehicles, I did not need to slam on my brakes. But the guy did not like fully pull to the side of the road. He was still partially on the road. So I had to kind of go a bit on the center line, not over to the opposite direction, but a bit on the center, and I had to kind of go past the guy. The cops followed me for about 20 more seconds, and then red and blue lights on, pulled me over. Didn't really ask anything, just kind of, okay, give me your driver's license and also blow on this thing. Now everything was in order with me, but then I told the cop dude, hey, you maybe want to go back, check that guy who was kind of swaying in front of me. Maybe he's drunk or something. The cop did not say anything back. He just kind of looked, here's your document, good day sir, and off they went. I think they kind of went back to check on the guy because I did not see them behind me anymore. And the second pullover happened near the bigger city, and same situation, just kind of blow and documents, because I'm driving a vehicle which requires special trailer's license. No, I did not get drunk between the 2 stops, so everything was in order on the second pullover as well. I'm an orderly person, no problemo, man. About the lights though, I took them back to the store, told them I bought 11 sets, 3 of them did not work. I did not get my money back. I did not get even new lights. They just kind of told me they're gonna do like diagnostics on the thing next week on Monday. So I guess they're just gonna hook up like a scan tool to the lights and check for fault codes or something. I don't know. Whatever, they can do that thing right now. It doesn't really matter if I get my money back immediately or the new lights. Can't install them anymore at the moment anyway. The lift is gone. But you know, maybe one day we'll have our lift on our own, then we can patch the Christmas tree glitch. I'm gonna try to grab a shot later today during the night time, then we can see how bad it looks. But I think I'm gonna do like a quick time lapse about the cleanup part. Don't have a lot to do. You know, let's just kind of get everything cleaned up nicely. Then I have some damage control to do. Guys, remember the ant nesting? Now, in one of my videos I told you guys there's like an ant nest somewhere in this firewood pile. I mean sawmilling pile. Give me a break, I've done a lot of work today. I just kind of put out wrong words. The nest is actually not here. I just kind of noticed these guys. And you know, they're pretty much going on a straight line, so I followed it. It still kind of goes here. It's kind of amazing that it goes a straight line. They don't deviate out. It just goes straight. Still goes. Still goes. Still goes. Oh, no. Maybe like next. Or do this. Next to him. They even go over the tarmac. Look at that. Holy hell. Yep. It's kind of hard to follow them here though. Maybe they're actually from across the road. I'm not gonna try to find where that line ends. Let's go check out the other line. All of them are carrying something. Well, the ones which are going that way are carrying something. And what I find amazing is that they're just in like a maybe half a meter wide line. There's nothing here, there's nothing there, it's just a straight line. And I did find out where it leads. So basically from whatever to this log pile, it ends here. They have a nest on it. Can you see it? I'm gonna zoom a bit closer if I can. And they're kind of all over the place in this location. Look at that. Holy hell, look down there. That's the entire colony. Holy hell. What a mess. I wonder what ants this. I wonder what ant species this is. I don't know much about ants, but I bet they're quite good. Oh, almost lost the camera. Fun times ahead. Now soon I'm gonna start doing the firewood movie, so that's gonna be fun, definitely. But yeah, I'm gonna go try to fix up the main house roof now. Luckily not many damaged tiles there, unlike the cabin, which had like 23 roof tiles which were broken. But I'm pretty sure like half of them or even more were broken before we broke them. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 broken panels, and I have 4 backup panels. What are the odds? Wow. Up there as well, but that's a different tile, and I have about 10 I think of those. Getting it up there is gonna be a bit annoying. I think I have to climb up there and just kind of go along the roof tip. But let's sort these things out first. Yeah, remove one tree and another one starts growing through the roof. What? I'm really lucky that we did not get any heavier pieces fall on the roof. I mean, like the one which hit the top. If that limb part would have struck the roof, a lot more damage, definitely. Even if you undo everything, it's still stuck. Now that little pinhole is somewhere over there. You can see it from here. I think I have to come up with some unorthodox methods to get up there involving the old blue. Hey, it ain't stupid if it works, right? Just gotta make sure the tractor doesn't go anywhere. Stupid little hole. It doesn't really matter if the water enters the hole, it's gonna go to the other panel. At least it's not gonna leak through at the moment. Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh, look at that. 2 rainbows. I think we're gonna get showered soon. I can already, yeah, look at that, raindrops. Yeah, 1 more hole over there. Need to put the tractor there and a longer balance, dude. Do the hooga booga dance. I need to put the tractor there and put the longer ladder. Maybe it's gonna reach the top then. No, it's not bad. I'm gonna need my zip tie extension as well though. That's nice. Higher than you, Mr. Guy. But anyway, the damage is not that bad actually. It appears that this side is cracked as well, but if I install a new panel on that side, then it's gonna cover it up anyway. And besides, it's not really leaking through at the moment because we got that seal thing over there. Plus, it's kind of covered. So basically, I don't even need to replace this out. It can stay like so, and well, for a short period of time, of course. Eventually, the seal is gonna fail. But for aesthetics reasons, let's try to swap this piece out. I should have plenty. Very good. And sometimes it's good that you don't know math. So you're just gonna end up buying more. And need it about 10 years later if you screw something up. Guys, I think I'm gonna end it with this note. Don't really have much left to add. I mean, we finished all the goals. Wasn't that the point? Okay, we kind of broke all the rules. All the roofs, I mean. But maybe the other thing as well. I don't know. Oh, and also the zipline platform. That thing just broke for no reason. Yikes. Actually, this wasn't me. Pretty sure this was Santa Claus. Guy dropped a 2-meter log on it. But you know, at least we got a lot of dead branches off this tree. It's a nice looking tree though. It's a type of hardwood. It's about as hard as birch. But I can't recall what the name of this thing was in English. In Estonian it's called saar. It's like an island. Island tree. Oh yeah, the Christmas tree as well. Can screw the butch on that one, right? I did a quick little test light last night, and yeah, like I said, about 80% of the lights are on. Maybe if I can find the picture, I'm gonna draw it on the screen. So it's gonna look weird, definitely, and I wanna try to fix it before Christmas actually arrives. Luckily, we still have a little bit of time left. But I think I'm gonna get that lift back here one day, perhaps next month. But I wanna get the last 6 meters lit. The lights are there, I just need to disconnect it where the lights stop and then run a wire down vertically. And then the top should nicely light up. I think there's like 2 or 3 bears there only. Basically could have done this yesterday. We still had like a couple of hours left. Just run to the shop, grab more lights. Finito, but yeah, didn't do it. Regret is big. The color difference though, it's not gonna puff out anytime soon, is it? Yeah, that's what 10 years of sunshine will do to it. Plus the tree as well. It looks a bit better on that side. But new panel is new panel, definitely. The color will be different, although factory color is the same. You know, maybe I should plant a new tree here. Then it will fix the color problem eventually. No. Okay, you're the boss, ma'am. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna take a hike now. Do something. Try to break something else. Maybe something over there. Bye.